and I want see him being used more effectively.
Well, here we go as the Philippines go ahead and start things off, looking to get the shot wide open. See, there's that extra pass. That's what Indonesia needed to do. Obviously, that one didn't go, but at least you got a cleaner look than they did towards the end of that game. And now they're speeding things up as Indonesia takes a quick 3-0 lead in the first.
Yeah, it's a similar start to the first game. Both teams are very eager to score and get a sense for the game right off the bat. As Philippines and 𝐒𝐫𝐤 in front, pulls up for a 2. And that is good to open things up for Philippines.
Looking to go ahead and answer back as Indonesia kept things close, but just not close enough. Top of the key. No one thought that man could shoot, but he proves them wrong as he buries it from the top of the key. 6-2. Indonesia to get the steal right back as well. Great timeout call because you don't want your big foot to step out of bounds, but Indonesia, getting the momentum as we start things off here in the first.
Absolutely. See, and who did I call out? It's 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐿. He's the one who gets the seal in, calls the timeout. No teammates were close by just to make sure they can play this to their benefit, to the T, so to say. Vertinho, though, stuck in the corner. You could see 𝐒𝐿 there trying to box him out as much as possible, and it is going to be an out-of-bounds play off the hand of 𝐒𝐿, I think. So Indonesia still in possession. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Sinaga now puts the ball back into play. Vertinho in a similar position. Screen set up for him. The ball goes slightly over. 𝐒𝐮𝐬 there, though, with the rebound. Another 10 seconds to play. 𝐷𝐨𝐺𝐺𝐸, the man I wanted to see more of, is the one to get the 2.
See how the Philippines are able to respond back from this slow start. Even though it's been about a minute and a half, it's a quick 8-2 lead for them. Papa doesn't want to go ahead and take that one. Gets it back to Zava. Had a shot. Decided to pass it up to Ice too fast. Brings it up. Goes ahead and bailout pass. Great defense being played by Indonesia in this one. Oh, they almost gave it up. The offensive rebound is there if they wanted, but not needed as they go ahead and knock down that shot.
Yeah, absolutely. An amazing match between the two so far. Indonesia have come with an agenda. They want to make sure they show Philippines that they have something to be afraid of in the grand finals and give them a taste of their own medicine a bit early on.
Zav almost goes ahead and loses that one. Try to get a little bit of pick and roll action. Calls a cut from the left side. Gets that one to go. And you got to change things up like that, right? You can't just always go pick and roll, pick and pop. You got to call some cuts. You got to call for some other screens, off-ball screens ideally, some plays to just give a different look to the defense so they're not used to knowing what you're always going to do.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the reasons why I want to see more of these cut-in plays is just the fact that, like, if you can condition your opponent to think that the corners are a danger because of cut-in plays, that kind of opens up the front of the arc for those three-pointers. So you can just fake out a cut play and instead pass back out to get a free open three-pointer instead.
𝐒𝐿 resets it right back to Ice too fast, dribbling around, trying to find the open space. Oh my goodness, what a move. The execution was there, but he couldn't get that one to drop.
I can't believe that didn't find the net. No way it bounces out. 𝐷𝐨𝐺𝐺𝐸 on the three-point line. Passes back over to Vertinho. Behind him, Vertinho far too, but 𝐒𝐮𝐬 is there with the rebound. 𝐷𝐨𝐺𝐺𝐸 as well, open for a pass. Instead, 𝐒𝐮𝐬 holds on and provokes a personal foul against him. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. Vertinho close by to take the ball. Kind of open to make a play happen. Chooses to drive it and takes it home. 13-6. As the first game finished in favor of Philippines, and they were only up by 4. So Indonesia needs to finish this game with 5 or more points to be considered winners of this series. But either way, both of these teams will meet again in the grand finals afterwards.
The game speed on this one is just insane, right? You always just think that a guard's going to go inside and take the easy 2 because the lane's open, but they also can anticipate that the corner might go ahead and drop, so they come back to the right for the long 2, and that's that skill gap. That's taking it to the next level of not just knowing what you're going to do, but knowing what your opponent's going to do. Therefore, you can adjust what you're going to do.
Yeah, I mean, this is a matter of both reading and faking out your opponent. That is a beautiful attempt. Finally rattles through for Philippines what felt like ages without scoring. at least in my mind, as 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵 finds the pass, though stopped on the three-point line, over to 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐤 on the left-hand side corner. Lino there as well. Hasn't scored just yet in this game, I believe, but no worries. Ball handed over to 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵. You can see 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐵 is just close by, making sure 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵 can't make a fast move. 0 seconds to shoot. Shot clock violation called. Fourth one of the day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in a game like this one, those possessions matter that much more. You don't want to lose those opportunities because even if you get the shot up, it's not a good one. You have a chance in an offensive rebound, and that's what you want to capitalize on. And now we've got less than 30 left. 3-point lead for Indonesia.
They need to hold on to it. If anything, hold on to the momentum as the clock is running down in the first quarter. So 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵, this is going to be a last-second affair again. Needs to make it count just to finish off on a positive note. And makes it happen. 19-13. 5 seconds remaining for Philippines to score.
See how they're able to respond back. Looks like a contested shot, but it doesn't matter as he buries it. Right before the quarter ends.
In a different position, I feel like he had a lot more success. 𝐒𝐻𝐵, though, finds another three-pointer, and it's an even scoreboard now. Still a low-scoring game.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A lot of defense being played. And again, it goes back to, you play these teams so much, you know what's going to happen, which is why the grand finals, if it does end up being these two teams, will end up being very entertaining because then that's 4 straight games at the very least that they would have played each other within a span of 3 hours. As the Philippines trying to bring it up the court, down by 3, looking to find a way to go ahead and tie things up. Ice too fast, takes that shot. Slightly looked contested, not able to get it to drop.
Lino able to get that pass, and what a play from 𝐒𝐿𝐵, making sure that he at least attempts to deny. But Lino on the free throw line will find success with the first, and, well, I mean, what are the odds, right? Yeah, of course, he gets the second as well.
There you go, building up the lead to 5. Getting bumped around from Indonesia. Gets it past half court, though. Oh, left corner! Left corner!
Wide open, and still doesn't make it. Yeah, Papa with the rebound, but 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵 instantly fouls just to reset the play. Avoid any danger. Papa sets things back in motion. Ice, though. That's a cut in and a half to slam it home. Narrows it down to +3 only in favor of Indonesia right now. 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵 on the three-point line. Fakes the pass to the right-hand side corner. Back over to 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵. And that is a lot of friendly action right now happening as 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵 does find an open 3, but was still in motion, so wasn't precise enough.
I'm not sure if they're going to call it or not, but keep an eye whenever you have Indonesia that's on the ball on the offensive side. Possible cuts from the left hash because that defender is playing a little bit too tight, so they could fake like a pick and roll action and then call a cut from the left hash. But for now, they knocked down a 3. We talked about the pick and pop opportunities for these teams, and Indonesia seems to be taking advantage of it.
Absolutely, and I think they're trying to take Philippines by surprise, giving the ball over to 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵 on the three-point line. I said it already, it's not that typical to see him go for these three-pointers, but he does find a decent amount of success with them. So that is definitely an advantage, I would say, for Indonesia to make advantage of. 𝐸𝐻𝐿𝐵, though, with the breakaway play, pulls up for 2, and that was, I would say that was counts as a contested shot. 𝐒𝐻𝐿𝐵 calls a timeout, 29-21. So Indonesia are in the right point differential to be counted as winners in the series should the game finish right now, but we still have another half in front of us and another half of this quarter.
Quick little foul there by Indonesia. 2:11 left to go in the second. 8-point lead. Philippines looking to cut the deficit on it. Pick and roll at the top. There's a little bit of a cut from the left corner. Calls a wrap. Coming back to set the pick. Looking for a little bit of space. Dancing around. Trying to find an opening. Gets it to the left side now.
𝐒𝐫𝐤 stopped. Pulls up for an open three-pointer. That, of course, goes through. As 𝐒𝐫𝐤 does very rarely miss these. 𝐼𝐸𝐺𝐻, though, looking to set up his team for success. 𝐒𝐻𝐫𝐤 kind of asking for the pass there. Instead is 𝐷𝐨𝐸𝐺𝐷 again with a three-pointer attempt. 𝐶NOG is there to get the rebound. And yet again, an instant foul called. 𝐒𝐻𝐫𝐤 with the ball. Hands it over to 𝐼𝐸𝐺𝐻. Positions himself in the corner. Blocking foul called. And now on the free throw line is 𝐼𝐸𝐺𝐻. Should be making these any time of the day. Gets the first.
Where are you going, buddy? You got another one.
He forgot. He's like, nah, I'm done. And there we go. Yeah, so Indonesia in the bonus. Plays to their benefit, given the point gap. Ice on the three. A difficult shot to make, but again, Papa there with the rebound. He is doing an absolutely amazing job for Philippines in the recovery department.
Yeah, everyone just kind of crashes on the shooter, right? So everyone just trying to contest a shot, leaves the paint a little bit open for the offensive rebound, which is why they go ahead and foul, just because they don't want to give up the easy three on the pass back.
Well, Indonesia so far have done a great job showing us that they can adapt quickly and slightly make adjustments to find success playing against the Philippines. And I would say, if anything, seeding that little seed of doubt in the minds of Philippines about how confident are they on the matter of how the grand finals are going to go. 31-29 though, so Philippines have closed down the gap significantly. Only two-point lead for Indonesia now.
Yeah, I think if you keep it close, you're feeling good. No matter which way, if you lose two close ones or you win two close ones, as long as you keep them close, I think you're feeling pretty good going into the grand finals.
Yeah, absolutely, and that goes for pretty much really any type of scenario, be it grand finals or more group games, etc. As long as you can keep the scores close, you'll always have that confidence that's like, it was just a few misplays, nothing major like that. Whereas when you're facing a blowout, it feels like nothing was going your way, and you don't really know what to adjust at that point.
See what adjustments are going to be made as they're on their fast break opportunity. Got the lead. Now they're looking to push up on it themselves before they close the half.
Ice passes back over to 𝐒𝐫𝐤. The man is on fire and looking to extend that fire and to make it grow bigger. Papa again with the rebound. Fast pass to 𝐒𝐫𝐤 for another attempt at the three. Not good. And there's the adjustment.
See what adjustments end up being made here in the second half as well. As you have the Philippines that go ahead and regain the lead here to close out the second. But we'll see if they're able to kind of continue the pace of high scoring like they typically like, or just kill some clock and bring out everything for the grand finals here in about 10 minutes of gameplay.
Well, given the fact that Philippines has overtaken the lead now, be it only a single point, still means that Philippines are in it to win it, both in quote-unquote groups as well as the grand finals, right? So they want to make sure they go out with a perfect score and with a bang straight to their home arena.
No one would go ahead and doubt you then. You want to erase all possible comments of how you got lucky to do this, how you got lucky to do that. Here's a fast break opportunity. Have a man wide open in the paint. He goes ahead and gets the easy two, and we're right back to Indonesia having a lead as they extend it back and forth. Philippines looking to respond back and take the lead right again. Has the cut. Beautiful look. Beautiful pass. The execution was great from the left corner.
Yeah, 𝐒𝐿, once again, right place, right time. has been one of the key instruments as to why Philippines has found so much success. Having the willingness to do what is required rather than what you are comfortable with, I feel like is an amazing trait to have. You're playing NBA 2K. 3 seconds to shoot. 𝐼𝐸 pulls up for 3, and that's good.
Great job finding the open spot, using the pick to your advantage as he knocks down the 3 from the top of the key.
𝐒𝐫𝐤 tries to answer with 3 of his own. Second opportunity. This time it's good. Redemption for Philippines, keeping it a +1 score line. Finished with +4 in the first game between the two. Lino on the 3-point line has been actually quite silent in this second game. Was amazing in the first. And that is going to be a personal foul. Indonesia's ball still. Nice shot.
Beautiful.
Very nice shot from 𝐼𝐸. Not hesitating at all. Recognizing the fact he's wide open for one. And was ready to do just that. 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐜𝐫𝐤, though, has a bit of trouble keeping up with the pace of 𝐒𝐫𝐤. Gives that job over to his teammate. You can see 𝐑𝐨𝐨𝐦 as well joining in, but that leaves 𝐒𝐞 wide open. Oh, back over to 𝐒𝐫𝐤 on the 3-point line. Beautiful block work, but not enough. And Philippines score again.
They just continue to go back and forth, trading the buckets. Great job there, just being patient, right? You've got all 24 seconds on the shot clock. Use it to find the open spot. Shoot it!
And I'm just thinking now, like, is either team using this match also to scout out current tendencies? Like having these last-second pass into final second shot plays in place. Is Indonesia scouting for what is the response in a situation like that from Philippines, like taking it to the next level?
I do always, I think it's just going to be interesting how these guys and gals go ahead and lock in for the grand finals right after this one. What type of conversations are happening? What type of adjustments the coaches are making? As you can see, the coaches, at least for the Philippines, are right behind the players, keeping an eye on everything.
Yeah, I think it's the same for Indonesia as well. At least, I think, if anything, in close vicinity, always available, of course, is the coaching staff, and they surely have a lot of valuable input, also knowing the team's ins and outs. So, of course, they're in the best position to call for adjustments in these situations. As I say that, though, 𝐼𝐸, lingering on the 3-point line, finds a beautiful play towards the left-hand side to get an open 3. Unfortunately, doesn't find success, but the rebound is still good for Indonesia. Lino holding on to it. That is a difficult 2-pointer to make, almost from behind the board.
Number 26, second personal foul, second team foul.
27 points for the guard for the Philippines.
𝐸𝐿 just holding on to this one. 40 seconds remaining. 4 on the shot clock. Over to Lino, wide open for 3. That has to be through, and it is, as it is yet again an even score between the two. 45-45 in game number 2, round number 3. Moments before the grand final. We'll still have one more quarter to play between the two before we cut back to them. This time, though, all ready for a chance to take the slot. So, we spoke about in the beginning about the fact that, like, we're just getting a tasting here. I would say the menu is amazing in terms of basketball.
Oh, absolutely. I would be a little bit disappointed if when we get to the grand finals,
imagine it's completely different.
It's just a blowout. It's just a complete blowout. You know what I mean? But before we get to that, though, we have still a whole quarter to go here in game number 2 of round number 3. As that shot's not going to go. 2-point lead for Indonesia heading into the fourth quarter.
45, the visiting team.
Well, Philippines definitely have shown resilience, if anything, given the fact that Indonesia were in the lead for quite a while. 𝐒𝐞 from the corner, not taking the shot just yet. Passes over back to 𝐒𝐫𝐤. And Ice, with a cutaway play, makes himself available. And, of course, makes sure the ball finds the hoop. 49-45. Starting off strong is Philippines in the fourth quarter. And Indonesia have been slightly silent in the scoring department. I feel like last few offensive plays have gone down to the final seconds, and this one is no exclusion. 𝐼𝐸thinho, though, a far three-pointer to take. 𝐶𝐈NAGA with the rebound is there, instantly fouled against. So I love the fact that Philippines are not shying away for fighting for possessions early on and going in for those steals.
Oh, I think he stepped out of bounds there. Indeed, he did, and that's going to be the Philippines ball. Not what you want to have with mistakes happening in the fourth quarter, but better now.
Better now? Absolutely. These are still the times where, you know, you can test how things pan out and slightly risk it.
Just get it out of your system.
Yeah. You know, those are the invasive thoughts, right? Like, you have the ball, just step out of the court. What could happen?
Yeah, just do it. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine. Just a video game. It's not like $50,000 prize pool is on the line. That's cool.
Yeah. Nation's pride on the line.
Amen to that as they go ahead and knock that one down.
47 Indonesia make it a 2-point game. 𝐒𝐫𝐤 passes over to Papa. Papa, again, huge shout out to him. I mean, he's had tons of rebounds collected in favor of Philippines. 𝐒𝐫𝐤 holding on to this one. 7 seconds to shoot. Sharp pass to 𝐒𝐿u, but the defense is there for Indonesia. Fast breakaway play from Lino to secure the 2 and make it an even game yet again. 3
Tied
minutes
up
left. Absolutely.
Tied up at 49 apiece. Let's see what type of action they bring up. Just kind of running it up. There you go.
𝐼𝐸thinho once again looking to set up the play. 𝐷ancegori holding on to the ball for now. Stopped. Felt like mid-transition. 𝐒𝐻𝐿, what a difficult shot. That could have been an and-one opportunity as well. Not going to be, though, as 𝐒𝐫𝐤 finds a wide-open 3 opportunity for himself. And, of course, he's just so damn good with those. It's crazy.
Just like that, a blink of an eye. It was 49-49. Now it's 55-49. 2:33 left to go in the third.
Well, last game finished with 58 to 54 in favor of Philippines. Let's see if they can hit an identical scoreline. That would be amazing.
Oh, there you go.
Beautiful stuff from 𝐷ancegori, using that height advantage in his favor. 𝐒𝐻𝐿 starting things off nice and early, pressuring from the defense and almost finds success. He does as well. Now just need to make sure they play this one out to their advantage. Indonesia, beautiful chance for a free offensive play. Tries to go for the pass, but too many defensive players around. Lino, though, still 𝐷ancegori, back-to-back plays from him. 55-53.
And here's where things get interesting because they're going to continue to apply pressure on him. See, oh, he was wide open. Oh, my goodness. Hello.
And man, that's 𝐒𝐿u, and he leaves his opponents guessing as to where he showed up from. Kind of forcing their hand as well to foul in that situation. Papa, though, close to the rim. Doesn't go for the shot. Opts in for the pass. Second time. A beautiful intercept from Indonesia. 𝐒𝐻𝐿 holding on to it. Passes back to 𝐼𝐸thinho. 𝐒𝐻𝐿 repositioning himself. And wow! Well, look at that. A wide open lane for 𝐼𝐸thinho. Just like the seas parted for him.
Pretty much got the runway cleared, and now we're tied up at 55 apiece. 1:12 left to go. That's going to be a foul. That is going to put them in the bonus and at the line to shoot 2. I don't know if they knew that before they committed that foul, but nonetheless, knocks down the first one for Philippines and also the second one to give them a 2-point lead with 1:12 left to go in the fourth.
Yeah, that is unfortunate if you're unaware. That puts them in the bonus, right? Because, like, really running down the clock like this and having Philippines in the bonus means, like, you have to be A, but at the same time, you're going to be forced to take risks. Given the fact that it is an even game here in the series, Indonesia is down by 4, so they need to be up by 5 by the end of it all, and there's only 50 seconds remaining. And Ice, of course, is running down the clock, holding onto the ball. Back over to 𝐒𝐫𝐤. 𝐒𝐫𝐤 with the 3 is good. and rarely misses those.
Way to knock down that shot. Plenty of time left in this one as he's trying to get his boost. Trying to get some points. You can see the 300. That's going to be a foul, though. Close to being an and one, but 3 free throws coming up.
Second team foul.
Vertinho gets the first. Should get the second. And gets the third.
If I'm the Philippines, I'm calling a timeout as soon as he knocks down this one, simply so you can advance the ball and get a 2-for-1 opportunity with less than 40 seconds left to go. We'll see what they do. But we're tied up at 60 apiece. They do have 3 timeouts. They decide not to call it.
Yeah, Philippines just holding on to this, and they're trying to force the hand of Indonesia. Instead, it is Papa to slam it home, actually. So Indonesia still can make this happen. Vertinho just needs to be fast and decisive. Fast pass over to Lino. Back to Vertinho. Somehow that pass connected. That's a Gordy position wide open.
All right. Here we go.
18 seconds. 𝐒𝐫𝐤𝐿 has to make a move. Instead, opts in not to foul against. 10 seconds on the clock, and Papa is just holding on to this one. He knows the job is done. Hands it over to Zava. And Zava probably was going to go for that final 3. There we go.